Bing, 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 bing. It is the Kent Beck Scrum. Sam and Brent are here. What is going on? We have just actually received a deposit from the Anthony Powell Society. This is for one of the paid projects for us to build their membership database. So that's all good. I'm going to be doing that in LibreOffice for them. Yeah, and they've got some more feedback on the on the website design. So yeah, that's I mean that would be good if we can do a nice solid job for them, and that would be a good project to add to the non-profits board, and hopefully encourage more customers in non-profit organizations who want stuff made for them that we then use as examples, learning examples. Other things going on. We just had the local support meeting. We got various things sort of sorted out. There's just a lot going on, but yeah, wonderful to see so much activity there. Before that, yeah, I've been sorting out my schedule for next week, where I've got these talks in London of one kind or another, or just sort of meetups with different charity groups. Was there stuff happening before that? I had the marketing meeting, which Nicola joined, and Federica and I sorted various things out, and sort of making progress. Yeah, I feel like making progress through the admin. Just really kind of, yeah, I'm all energized about trying to get projects code cleaned up and sorted out, and let's hope I don't kind of run out of energy halfway through. But
the marketing meeting, I'm curious, is that about marketing agile ventures?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was a specific project or whether it was just a general thing. In that case, I'll try and join that next week then.
Oh, sure. Everybody,
yeah.
Well, and we run it as an open thing. Nobody required to join, but if people are interested in that side of things,
Yeah.
then yeah. Federico has managed to get out. He's like, so we cover topics like, we've got this agile book club podcast that we had been doing, and Federico is mixing into. We have 4 episodes now of our podcast out.
Yep. I've listened to the first. I haven't had time to listen to the second yet.
So, I'm waiting to get it onto iTunes so I can listen to it on my.
Yeah, well, I use Downcast. That's really good actually.
Well, it sounds a little depressing, but
no, it's an app, and
it's Downcast because it's feeling a bit. Sorry,
no, it's all right. The reason why I like it is that it works with Apple CarPlay, so you can it all works in the car or on the iPhone or wherever. So cool. Yeah, cool. But,
it's sticker merchandising and all sorts of those sorts of things. Great, and yeah, I think I'm not really blocked. Yeah, just I guess day's almost over. Maybe we can spend 40 minutes doing admin and sorting things out. Brent, how are things with you?
Yeah, I've been catching up on lectures with the MOOC. I have started work on a local support ticket to track the embedded click-throughs on the embedded map. Yeah, I've got no blocks. Yeah, that's it really. I plan to. So I plan to set up, now you've given me access to the C9, I'm going to set up a local support environment on C9 so that we can use that in the peering sessions. But yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, all right, excellent. Yeah, so I'm just, well, I think that's our Scrum. I'm just noticing that the thing that we started in the local support thing, I forgot to actually add the change to the Travis document. Git push in there, so that will have failed. Yeah, I guess, is there anything else that we need to sort out, Brent?
I don't think so. No, I can't think of anything anyway off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, that's all fine. I guess what was it? The thing I was gonna, what I'll probably just do, and I don't feel the need to stay. I will probably now try and complete doing the deployment of the local support stuff, just and stay in the hangout in case anybody turns up late. But if you need to get on,
no, now I'm interested to watch and help. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, in that case, we'll get on to that. So I'm just pushing that up so that we'll see if that Travis sort of scriptification thing I was thinking of sort of starts to work. The deployment I've made slightly more complicated recently, mainly by wanting to save money, which is that I turn off the staging and development instances on Heroku when we're not using them. Yep. So earlier on this morning, I checked all the latest changes on the develop instance of the Heroku, and it all seemed to be okay. And so what I need to do next, if I can find the, I don't have this problem with.
Is there a plan? I know you've done that now on Heroku. Is there a plan to move it into the Azure Docker at any point?
I would be certainly interested to try that because I think of the associated savings, and I'm not sure, you know, how much benefit we really get from Heroku at this stage. They had some more sophisticated features that we end up not using because they're too expensive and so on. And I mean, if we look at the different plugins that we've got, we're not, you know, it's I don't know, there's a strong argument for there. So that would certainly be an interesting change to explore. I mean, given how, I mean, I was pleasantly surprised to see how easily we got MySQL set up for the Charity Commission API thing. Yeah, so here I'm on, so this is now the staging resources, but so yeah, so I need to turn that on, and I think that that's deployed. It'll take a while to warm up now, but if I now come to staging.rncn.org.uk, I think we should see eventually. Well, I've also been having some strangeness, both with the website, well, with the website one, with the migrations not being deployed as reliably as I would hope. We definitely had one failure on website one because the migrations hadn't been deployed, and they're supposed to be automatically deployed by the CI, but I don't know. I mean, almost feel it's maybe time to experiment with some alternate CIs, or just get to. Do you know what I mean? Like we kind of been with the same CI running for several years, and yeah, I'm just.
So what CI does Heroku use? Or
Well, it's also like Heroku with look, what we're using Travis, and
right.
then with website one we're using Semaphore, and yeah, yeah, it just yeah, they're kind of like things that were set up, and you know the CI deploys themselves, like crafters accumulated around them, and you know what the other thing I was going to mention in the log support meeting is that like the depender bot, for example, it starts all these different, every pull request kicks off a new thing on CI, and we have limited capacity, so then other user pull requests from real humans can be left waiting for a long time. Yeah, lots of things going on. I was just going to go here. There shouldn't be any changes there. I was going to do Heroku run rake db migrate -r staging to check if we had any outstanding migrations on staging. Also, what I'm hoping to get to the point is that the events, even though it's not live on local support production, is actually, gosh, what's the word? Actually working there, because it seemed like it was broken there. But so we've got here, this is the staging is obviously running. We can have a look at, just check there that said didn't seem that there were any outstanding migrations. So we can have a look to see if we've got any events there. And the calendar is up and there are no events in it. And I can do events new. It asks me to sign in. I want to do that with this one because I'll have more permissions. On the develop server, the logging in and out was going a bit strange, but so now what that really should do is if it's asked me to sign in on events new, it should remember that I was on events
and
new.
take you back to events new.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things that sometimes should work but don't. So we've now got an event. We see the event. Yeah, and that's and there, and we can click through, and okay. Yeah, so I mean, it's still not ready for prime time, but that's what it was certainly not doing on production. And I guess the other changes are, I mean, I've already looked at the improvements for mobile, so we can see it switches to a different thing there, and that's fine. Yeah. So I'm tempted to try and push that to production. I mean, there may be more manual tests that could be done, but so if I check out master, rebase staging, and then I git push origin master. So what should happen is that the CI picks up the change on the master on GitHub, as it's Travis in this case, runs a build. If we go back to our Travis file that we were looking at before, you can then see that it's got. So it will, if the tests pass, then it will do this deploy to Heroku, and we've got here set up which one it goes to, and then it should run the migrations automatically afterwards. Now, Heroku has its own CI that one could be using.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because on the Agile course, obviously it's running migrate and stuff. So
on the Agile course,
yes, the Agile development using Ruby on Rails, because they get you to, because that's the first time I've ever used Heroku. You see.
Okay.
Yeah, that's running your DB migrate and stuff.
Yes, and so one can do it manually. I mean, one can also then, so that like Heroku has its own CI that will monitor the GitHub branch and then kick off this, that, and the other. But there's a lot of different ways to do it, and of course we can do it manually, as I was just doing it there manually for the staging environment here, just to see like has that. I mean, I guess as far as I can tell, there Travis has been reliable. It's semaphore then, which is so that I quite like. What I like about Travis is that we have effectively the configuration for Travis is in our repo here, whereas semaphore, all that configuration is in their interface, and so that doesn't get versioned in quite the same way. So I mean, I think website one switched from Travis to semaphore in the past because of issues related to Phantom.js, but I think we got around them now with Travis. It might be an idea to try website one back on Travis or something. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But so that's been wending its way up to what's it called? Brain is going. A cup of tea. Put this on the next monitor. We go full size it. Yeah, so local support notify here. So Travis there is, it should also tell us when things get deployed. I think at least semaphore does. This is just telling us about builds completing. So the latest commits that I've put in there. So yeah, so we've got it's
quite a lot.
Yeah, well, I think, but it was funny because we kept on doing this updates with Seller's branch, and it kept on telling me that everything was normal. But once we went through the whole cycle, I swear that there were new commits that we hadn't previously seen before. So yeah, we've got. Oh, that was the other one. Yeah. So talking about. Yeah. So how are you feeling about your contributing workflow document?
Do you know, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll have another look at that. That is on my to-do list, actually. I've just not picked it up, actually.
Yeah, we sort of fixed all the blockers in terms of being able to organize the.
Yeah, I think yeah. I think I might have updated it, actually. I can't remember now. Let me go and have a quick look.
What I'm going to do in the background is switch, now that we've tested on the staging server, is switch that staging server off. But yeah, no, I was just thinking with, I mean, Nick and getting everybody in, like having a easy to understand documentation about how to get involved in a project and the flow and so on. So wonderful if we can have that, because I think you've still got it. You got it in a branch, or you haven't put a pull request in yet.
No, I think I might not have put a pull request in. No, but so it's updated now, so they're all on the left. Oh, that's right. I was going to resize the images so they were all in the same alignment. Yeah. So I still need to do that. I'll get that done over the weekend at the latest. So
cool. No worries. Yeah, I mean, it feels like it would be nice to spend a day doing like a kind of parallel install on different platforms and like an onboarding hackathon or something. I guess the feels like then one wants to create space to kind of work out how to make the documentation accessible, because if it's kind of edited piecemeal, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The actual experience of going through it can be quite confusing and bitty, and it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah. On that, I don't know what's going to come out of this, but I've found out that where I work, we get some days that we can use for local charities. I'm not sure what the numbers are, and I'm trying to find out if I can use my entitlement to spend days working on agile ventures. But
Wow.
I don't know, because it's local charities. I don't know how that would work. So
yeah, I mean, we're based in North London, so
yeah, So but I'll update you once I've got a better.
Yeah, that's great. We are doing that. There's there's VTO is what they call it in the States, and we are working with one person who's taking their voluntary title VTO entitlement and using it for the Agile Ventures charity, and we're also in the process of trying to set up a US nonprofit to make that process easier for people in the States.
Right.
And,
okay.
Yeah. Good show. Yeah. So I think we've got Travis is probably. So this is probably not going to deploy anytime soon. So this is sort of the thing that happens is I get started on trying to deploy things, and then because it's like the tests take that much time to run on our infrastructure, and then also the CI systems, because we've got limited capacity, it might spend just 20 minutes waiting for capacity to run the job.
Right.
I mean, this was a particular problem last week when I was trying to deal with all this Dependabot stuff. But so here, yeah, I guess I think it's on its way, and we'll see it go, and hopefully we'll see that deploy and hopefully not massively break. But yeah, but because those things take chunks of time, and then I start doing other things, and then I forget to like move it on to the next stage in the pipeline. That would be interesting to kind of have to experiment with continuous deployment. You know what I mean? So that basically stuff was just being pushed down the pipeline in smaller increments. You know, it would so every individual commit, rather than bunching them up and then putting them out. If they were just going out continuously, puts the pressure back down the line on making people say like, you need your work to work. Although again, in this context of lots of volunteers, who knows if that would really work. So yeah,
because you posted earlier in the week, I think, about I can't remember now. I think it was in local support. Where are we? About getting more people involved in the deployment piece. I think that's what you was referring to anyway.
Yes. I think it's another aspect of Agile Ventures that we've got all these production systems and these DevOps kind of flows, and yeah, it's definitely something generally that there's value there for both on us, you know, distributing that workload, and also for people experiencing how their code gets into production, and how, you know, the complete loop with it delivering value to the customer, and then the changes that have to be made afterwards and so on. So you can see here actually I think it was you can see actually it's hidden it, but it did do the deploying of the application, and then it's run the rate db migrate there. So that was actually the full deploy. What's that there? Is it busy? It's ending up with the
so the VCR things,
which
that's that pull request that what was the guy's name did. I wonder if it's picked that up.
Well, I think in this case here, this is that Travis has run all the tests, and the tests, some of them have generated like additional cache files, which are at the moment not checked into Git and are just hanging around on the Travis box that's going to be thrown away in a bit. And so when it's doing the Git deploy to, I mean, they're just sort of ignored. When it's being deployed to local support, it's just telling us, oh, by the way, you've got these other stuff running around in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no, that looks like that's all fine. That's a whole nother, I don't know if you were in the meeting I was talking about before, but yeah, sorting out some sort of overarching mechanism with VCO. We were talking about yesterday when we were.
Yeah.
Or anyway, so many exciting.
Just not enough time, is there?
Yeah, it's
Or
well,
time in large enough blocks to get through some of this stuff.
yeah, indeed. Although I am feeling optimistic as a result of some of the cleanup I've managed to do on website one this week, and I've kind of got the Dependabot under control, and it feels like, oh, actually we upgraded a lot of gems, and so on and so forth. So now, is this actually deployed here? Let's have a look for the events there. I think it has, because we can now. Yeah, this was what was not working on production before. Yeah.
Yep.
So we have got new stuff live on what was I going here? Yep. We have, so yeah, those few changes that came through already are now on the production site. If you want to see how they're working out. And I guess the interesting thing that of course we all must check as well now is, given that we've got that's a bit of the production site, is how does it look on the Voluntary Action Harrow site? In the background, I think I saw there Nicola saying that his he's got it. He's actually got this complete upgrade to new version of Rails, new version of Ruby, everything working on there.
Awesome.
What's ready to burst in? Scary! Oh my goodness! That would be yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not having just got this. I'm going to give that current one a couple of days to settle.
Yeah.
And yeah, cool. Yeah, I would love to get all of our projects onto Rails 5 as well. That's another. So many things. Good stuff. Well, thanks so much, Brent. And you're doing just amazingness all round, really. Have a lovely evening, and I guess I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
You will. Yep. You too. Have fun. Cheers.
Bye for now.